They vanished without a trace. They hid the evidence. But every secret has a file. The truth is hidden. We find it.
It's been called Murder Castle, the Suicide, and the most haunted hotel in America. If you know the internet, you know the lore. A Los Angeles building that is somehow intrinsically, magnetically evil. Over 80 deaths, multiple serial killers, and endless unexplained incidents have occurred inside its walls. When a body count gets that high, the human brain desperately looks for a reason, and when the facts feel too heavy, we fill that vacuum of logic with ghosts. But we need to ask if a building can actually be cursed. Is this specific address a paranormal vortex? Or is its dark history simply the mathematical byproduct of its zip code? We are going to strip away the viral Reddit threads and the true crime sensationalism to look at the actual, documented mechanics that built this environment. Because relying on ghost stories is an easy out. It obscures a reality that is far more terrifying, a century of calculated, systemic urban failure. This image shows downtown Los Angeles in its pre-Depression prime, packed with dense urban activity and commercial vitality. When the Cecil Hotel opened its doors in 1924, it was a multi-million-dollar destination designed specifically for affluent travelers navigating this booming core. Then, the Great Depression hit. As this photograph captures, the economic collapse brought sudden desperation, mass unemployment, and endless breadlines. The disposable income required to sustain a massive luxury hotel evaporated almost overnight. Management faced a brutal choice: adapt or go bankrupt. They abandoned the tourism market entirely, pivoting to offer cheap, long-term housing to keep the lights on. The building transitioned into a single-room occupancy, or SRO, facility. For just a few dollars a night, individuals with nowhere else to go could secure a roof over their heads, permanently shifting the demographic of the building from wealthy vacationers to vulnerable transients. The marble lobby and the stained glass windows were still there, but the building's economic function was permanently downgraded. A macroeconomic collapse had trapped a luxury structure at the bottom of the housing market. The hotel's new identity as an SRO might have stabilized its day-to-day finances, but its exact physical location ultimately sealed its grim fate. It sits directly on the edge of the officially recognized boundaries of Skid Row. Throughout the 20th century, city planners and local officials essentially drew strict perimeter lines around this specific, hyper-dense zone. They utilized zoning laws and police deployment to contain the city's vulnerable populations within a few dozen blocks. As you can see, the Cecil sat directly inside this containment zone. Its ultra-cheap rates made it a natural magnet for thousands of people actively falling through society's cracks. This is what that containment looks like on the ground. We can see the official Skid Row City Limit sign, with encampments lining the pavement directly adjacent to residential and commercial structures. When policies concentrate thousands of desperate, untreated, and impoverished individuals into a poorly policed sanctuary, the math takes over. The sheer volume of addiction and mental illness and constant violence makes a high frequency of tragedy statistically inevitable. Over the following decades, the surrounding infrastructure reflected this deliberate isolation. This image captures the aging buildings, the budget-driven storefronts, and the general economic stagnation that defined the neighborhood's deterioration through the late 20th century. When serial killers and criminals rented rooms at the Cecil, they weren't drawn there by a paranormal curse. They came because a containment zone offers unparalleled anonymity and a near-total lack of police oversight. Today, this dry, bureaucratic history is largely ignored. Instead, the internet has generated a cottage industry of viral sleuths and ghost hunting documentaries obsessed with the building's body count. But look at this photograph. In the background, you have the rigid, grid-like facade of modern corporate Los Angeles, representing immense wealth and municipal order. And right at its feet, an entirely different, devastating reality plays out on the pavement. Believing in a curse is actually a coping mechanism. It provides psychological comfort by completely removing our societal guilt for the brutal conditions inside the hotel and out on the streets. If a tragic death is the work of a demon, we don't have to look at the collapsed mental health infrastructure or the systemic poverty that actually put the victim in that room. The actual horror of this location is the staggering scale of human neglect. Over 80 people died here because they were deliberately pushed into a corner and forgotten, a fact that requires absolutely zero supernatural explanation. Ultimately, telling campfire stories about the Cecil is a conscious choice to look away from the solvable, systemic failures standing right in front of us.